Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to my CSS moment number 5. So, this is my CSS moment number 5 video. And for tonight, I've got 3 creative short stories I would love to read to you guys. So, we're going to start with the first one. The first one is called, this one's about how much I love West Hartford and how much I've never been a fan of the war, how much I've never been a fan of the side of the river I'm still living on as this day. So, get ready as I read you this creative short story called, and yes, it's based on my favorite area and the other area that I could never stand as ever. I could never stand as ever. And I mean the area I can yeah. This creative short story, the first one, is based on the area that it's based on the area I love so. It's based on the area I love so much, as I call it my safe haven. And the area I'm still living in as this day. You know what? You already know about it, so I'll just read it to you guys. So, yeah. I call this one Love West, Loathe East. There are many reasons why I was never a fan of the area known as East Hartford throughout my entire life. I had to deal with three problems. I had to deal with three problems that came across my direction: my mother, school, and the entire landscape with every individual praising it as ever. What I went through was a reckoning that never seemed to fade any time I tried to blend. My only safe haven was West Hartford, where you were never judged, criticized, and berated as ever, especially by every individual that loved, cared, and thought about you in their minds. The best part about West Hartford was being welcomed in with open arms and not being disrespected, unlike the East. All right, that was one. Number two, visiting the grandparents. Caitlin and I took our daughters to visit her family in Dublin for the weekend because Annabelle and Kira had never met their grandparents, especially in Ireland before. But this was going to be the first time since Caitlin and I got married. Plus, the girls were surprised and excited for their first trip to Dublin. When we got to Caitlin's parents' house, the girls had a tremendous blast getting to know their grandparents by learning about their history, singing Irish folktale songs, and even making traditional Irish dishes, which became a sweet memory for everyone, including the girls. The vacation trip was a memory no one would ever forget. All right. I know I just said I would do three, but I feel like doing four, so let me get started. Number four, a wonderful blast in Wales. My greatest memories of my trips would be the one to Wales, where the landscape of it was gorgeous to capture for real, as I took some pictures along the way. In Wales, I got to visit a wonderful valley called the Vale of Ewis that had a nice church, horse ringing, and even a stone cross similar to the High Cross. My journey led to the next place to visit, Langorst Lake, the biggest natural lake that was created in the final ice age. There was a wonderful walk tour around in Cardiff, as I got to join to learn more about the country's fascinating history. I could not resist as ever, but it was time to end the great trip while packing my belongings to head home to USA. I had a blast in the Welsh landscape and thought about coming back in December for Christmas time celebration, even shop for wonderful gifts. Alright, hang tight. I've got another one. Oh, here we go. War Games in Connecticut. And if you guys don't know this, War Games is coming up next month for NXT. Sunday, December 5th. And it's going to be on pay-per-view. So if you have Peacock and you have Xfinity, like I did, like if you have Peacock that's on Xfinity, then you're good. Yep. And Peacock has everything, including you already know about it. So yeah. War Games in Connecticut. Connecticut had a kick-ass moment when NXT War Games made its arrival in our home state, where the war is never forgotten and hell on earth is awake. The first War Games came from the women's side, as Team Raquel brought the personalized war to Team Dakota inside the horrific cage. The war ended with Team Raquel's the winner, after watching Big Mommy Cool send her former pal through a direct table with the Chigona bomb, while Io Shirai had something in store for Mandy Rose that led to a moonsault through two chairs facing the front way. War Games was survival to the end, as if the war and rivalry that was going on for so long came to an end with the good team standing tall as the crowd cheered. So there you have it, my friends. I've read not one, not two, not three, but four creative short stories. The first one was, what was the first one? Just give me a minute. I'm trying to figure it out. Hang on, it's coming to me. The first one was, what was the first one? If I have to look back. Well, let me check. I'm sorry, just to make sure. What was the first one? First one was Love West, Loathe East. Number two was Visiting the Grandparents. Number three was A Wonderful Blast in Wales. Hang on, looking for the last one. And number four was called War Games in Connecticut. So I've read four creative short stories here for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed them. If you ever see this video, just if you see this video, if you pretty much watch this, then you pretty much I'm just gonna be honest. If you watch this video, then you've had a wonderful time listening to them. So, and to give you guys a heads up, if you ever want to write creative short stories, feel free to. Just think of anything. It can be anything that you had in mind or had something in store. If you want to write them real, it's up to you. Yeah. I do my creative short stories by finding something to get my creativity started. Be creative, imaginative, think of anything that you have in mind. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be real. If you, like I said, if you want that real, if you want it real, that's up to you. So, this is my those were my creative short stories. Four of them, and I'm glad I got to read them to you guys. So I just want to say thank you for your time. I hope you guys enjoyed them. In this video, this was number 5 of my C.S.S moment. So thank you for your time. And I'll see you the next time I make another creative short story video, as I call it my C.S.S moment. This was number 5, so be on the lookout for number 6. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of your night.